Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. And my name is Katie Peters, and I am from Maryville, Illinois, which is just on the other side of St. Louis. I have been using Rodan and Field products for 2 years now, and in May I will have been a consultant also for 2 years. I began using Rodan and Fields because I had problems with acne from the time I was a preteen all the way until my adult years. 38 years old now, and I have never had as great a skin as I do now. It's the best skin of my life. So I am happy to be sharing with you tonight some of our supplemental products. I believe Jamie was going to be presenting the regimens, and Jessica was going to be talking about the lash boost individually. I'm going to be talking about some of our other two lines. It's actually a line called Essentials and then a line called the Enhancements. So the Essentials rundown is we have a body moisturizer and a body sunscreen with an SPF of 30. We also have I always mess this up, a foaming sunless tanner, which the foaming sunless tanner is really great. It's the only sunless tanner that I have ever used that doesn't make me look like an Oompa Loompa. We also have lip balm and vitamin D supplements, which is really good for your skin. It's a weekly pill that you can take to help supplement your skin from the inside out. But the essentials item that, as crazy as it sounds, is the one that I recommend the most, that I love the most, that I use daily, is our gauze pads. I have to admit that when I got the gauze pads in the mail in one of my consultant kits, it was probably the least exciting thing that I had gotten in the entire kit. And I just kind of set it aside and thought, nah, whatever. But as a consultant, I feel like I really should try to use all of our products so that I can at least give an honest opinion. I'm always honest about the products that I use and how I really feel about them, which for the most part is great. I've had great results and I'm really happy. But our gauze pads, I was using cotton balls before for our toners, which is what our gauze pads are for. They're for the toners in the regimens. We have Redefine, Unblemish, and Reverse. All three of those regimens use a toner, and I highly recommend the gauze pads because the cotton ball absorbs too much of the toner, and so you're going to be going through a lot more product a lot quicker. And then the gauze pads, they take the perfect amount. They're actually formulated for our regimens. The doctors formulate everything with a purpose behind it. And so, as crazy as it sounds, it is totally worth the money to just use the gauze pads. I have gifted them to some of my customers, and they almost always end up buying them for themselves afterwards. And they say the same thing as me. We don't know what it is, but it's just better. You can try gauze pads from the drugstore, because I did that after I used the gauze pads from Rodan and Fields. I totally bought some from the drugstore thinking that they would probably be fine, and they're just no comparison. So those are some of our essentials products. The enhancements are three different products. We have a microdermabrasion paste, which is in a tub that's this big. And then we have our mineral peptides. Here's the box that it comes in. This is actually the powder case. And you can buy with the mineral peptides a kabuki brush. It's retractable. It's easier to use than what I just showed you on the video. And then we also have the Lash Boost, which Jessica is supposed to be talking with you about the Lash Boost. And that makes my job really easy to talk to you about the other two, because if I had to pick a favorite of those three, I couldn't. I use them often. I love them a lot. The microdermabrasion paste is a sugar and salt scrub that's going to leave your skin feeling just soft and luxurious. It's great to exfoliate your skin. I personally exfoliate my skin with the MD paste 2 to 3 times a week, and I think it's highly effective. I really love it, and a tub of it's going to last you a long time. You can use it on any part of your body. So if you have dry elbows or knees, heels, cracked heels, for me, I lift weights, so I get a lot of calluses on my hands. I use it on my hands even to try to scrub away as much dead skin as I possibly can. So that's the MD paste. If you were invited by me and you're watching this video right now and you have not tried the MD paste, I just got some samples. All you have to do is ask. If you ask, I have some to send out. So the other thing that I use is the mineral peptides. That's the other enhancements. and it is a loose powder base. I'm actually wearing some right now. I wear light. It comes in 3 shades, sorry. Light, medium, and bronze. I wear the light in the wintertime and the medium in the summertime. I do know that some customers and consultants have used all 3 for contouring. There's no way I have that kind of talent, so but it's really great. I don't wear makeup a lot, but when I do wear makeup, I brush on the powder, and it just helps to kind of even out the skin tone. And then it also has an SPF of 20, which is great. You can actually put a little bit of loose powder on your retractable kabuki brush and take it with you. And if you're wearing makeup that day, it's a great way to put some SPF on your skin without having to lather it in greasy lotion. If you're not using SPF daily, you really should be. It's protecting your skin from environmental factors, which is what's going to help with aging, which we're all doing every day. But with Rodan and Fields, you can do it so much more gracefully. So that is all of my portion of the presentation. I went a little bit longer than I wanted to. I got long-winded, so I'm sorry. Thanks for bearing with me. I hope you're enjoying this virtual event. I think virtual events are great because you can hang out and watch these videos, and you don't have to wear pants, but you get to learn a lot of information. We do try to keep the videos short, so if there's something that you have a particular interest in that we just briefly touched on and you'd like to know more, definitely get with the consultant that invited you, because we are all here to help you with whatever questions you may have. We're always more than happy to answer anything you may, any questions you may have. Don't be embarrassed to ask any of them. We've heard them all. We've probably had them all. We've been on that other side of the fence where we were thinking about using the products, and most of us will say that we thought about it way too long before we actually jumped in. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and again, thank you for tuning in.